shouldn't kill, but it does, especially in this part of the world. 75% of the entire Nigerian population relies on solid fuels, and 127 million Nigerians are affected by household air pollution. This leads to 70,000 deaths per year in Nigeria. With these statistics, the country joins 7 other countries in which 65% of air pollution occur around the world. Tangible solutions that could help billions of people around the world were the focus of a high-level meeting in New York City recently. Today on Earthfile, the way forward and how to stop this silent killer is our focus. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ayola Kasim. Every day, 3 billion people cook food and heat their homes using solid fuels like firewood and charcoal in traditional cookstoves or open fires. The impact is that 4.3 million of them die prematurely. This is caused by exposure to smoke. Women and girls in particular face health, safety, and economic risks. The forests are depleted and the environment is degraded. 21% of global black carbon emissions are also attributed to smoke from cookstoves. Every day, millions of women across the world spend several hours crouched over small fires cooking. This daily proximity destroys lungs. Small children staying close to their mothers are equally vulnerable. What makes this situation so frustrating is that it is as destructive of the environment as it is of human tissue. In many countries, chopping trees for firewood is leading to long-term environmental degradation.
It also impacts on the lives of rural women who have to walk very long distances to carry that firewood on their heads or on their backs before they finally get home. And then it takes them about 30 minutes to light the fire, and then they're cooking. And with the inhalation of smoke and with the amount of damage it does, it's not surprising that a lot of them have respiratory tract infections. And when you hear them speaking, it even has an impact on their voices. And so dealing with this issue and bringing solutions that will allow for clean, efficient cooking is important, not just because it's more efficient, but because for us it's environmentally more sustainable, and eventually, if we are able to deal with the challenge, it's good for the rest of the world as well.
The Global Alliance for Clean Cookstoves, launched in September 2010 by former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, is on the forefront of a drive toward the adoption of clean cookstoves worldwide.
So the challenge remains significant. That's where the market comes in. We have to redouble our efforts to get more clean and efficient products in the hands and homes of families everywhere. We do have to keep researching and developing the right technologies, identifying the safest stoves, the cleanest fuels, figuring out the way to combine those, and they have to be affordable, readily available, accessible, and attractive enough that people want to buy them. They want them in their homes. You know, if we're going to create a market, then we have to have choices depending upon where you live in the world, the altitude, the climate, the kind of fuel that you can have access to.
Do we have to wait for the annual Global Alliance meetings for us to continue to keep the energy going? The answer should be no.
Senator Bukola Saraki of Kwara Central is a member of the Leadership Council of the Global Alliance since 2011. He has been at the forefront of those creating awareness for budgetary allocation for Clean Cookstoves initiative at the National Assembly.
Before the interest I shown and the legislative action I took, the level of awareness in the country at a very senior level did not exist at all. Until 2011, when we 2012, when we took the first action in bringing some budgetary allocation under what I call National Assembly Initiative on Clean Cookstove. Before then, at such level of government, there was not level of commitment to it. Now we've done that. On the back of that, we begin to see also other organizations, Ministry of Environment itself, driving their own program. General interest, we've also been able to get in the states, some pilot states we've done, been there to see the excitement, mobilizing the women, and so we've triggered off, a lot of knock-on effect from that. Getting private sector getting more involved now. So one feels satisfied that one initial step that one took a couple of years ago is now, having this multiplier effect in all sectors.
Some households in Nigeria which have switched or are combining the clean cooking stove with firewood say it has saved them about 60% of the total amount spent on cooking.
I prefer gas to use it than stove because it's very easy and fast.
Several thousands of clean cook stoves have been distributed in Nigeria, but much more is needed. This is a problem that does not require expensive technology. It is about using fuel efficiently. The challenge is to distribute them fast enough to stop the kind of crisis already being witnessed. One really interesting possibility is linking clean stoves to microfinance schemes, enabling small local businesses to develop who will be able to sell the stoves. Millions are needed and there is no time to waste. This was the case that the Nigerian Minister for the Environment pleaded at the just concluded Clean Cookstoves Summit in the United States.
Nigeria is a large country with over 150 million, and 75 are the poor. And so you see, with this 750,000 that the president is intervening, cannot go around. So we still need the international community and our development partners, which they have been doing. UNDP has been assisting, UNIDO, and so on and so forth. They've been assisting. But we still need help, whereby these stoves can be not, imported to assemble, but that they can be manufactured in Nigeria. If that is done, then more awareness will be created, because I cannot tell you that many women are even aware about the clean cook stoves.
Nigeria joins Guatemala, Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, India, China, and Bangladesh on the list of nations where indoor air pollution claims more lives than HIV, AIDS, and tuberculosis. For these countries, though, they have a similar problem. The solution is as diverse as their nationalities.
In our country, in the rural areas, the economic controls by the men. The awareness should go to the men. They don't think about this. Whenever they think about the money they want to spend for better stoves or better clean kitchen, first of all, they think about the money, how much we are going to spend it. When they're thinking about the spending, but they don't think about the health issues of their children and their women in the beginning. They think about the monetary things. So that is the awareness we have to target with in the men's sector, in the rural sectors. That yes, you have to spend for your children, for your women, to have the clean kitchen over there.
We've always agreed that, kerosene subsidy is one of those subsidies that's totally inefficient. It's not the masses are not getting it at the subsidized price. It's just corruption. I've spoken on this many times. And more now with the challenges that we're seeing on our revenue, we've seen the oil drop to about below 80 for us. That's going to have a huge on our budget. There's no better time for us to kill two birds with one stone. First of all, remove the inefficiency, use the money and invest in the infrastructure deficiency that's required for you to have the LPG across. It's been shown that it's cheaper. Forget that's even on the economy side. Then you go to the health side and go to the environment-friendly side. So there are too many processes along the way. And then more importantly, we've seen also it creates an opportunity for entrepreneurship among the women. I mean, you win so much along the way that I think that you just need the political will.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian government has approved 9 billion naira for the distribution of 750,000 clean cook stoves and 18,000 wonder bags to Nigerians in a bid to stop the depletion of forest resources caused by indiscriminate felling of trees. The stoves and wonder bags meant for women in the rural areas will be distributed under the National Clean Cooking Scheme, which seeks to stem the use of solid fossils like firewood and charcoal for cooking. According to scientists, each wonder bag can prevent the emission of half a ton of carbon dioxide a year and could save a poor family a tenth of their income by cutting fuel costs.
In fact, a truly clean burning stove with a clean fuel, while highly desirable and where we want to go, might be years away for some people. But just because we can't give these users and customers the best solution now